Hey, ladies and gentlemen, pairings have been called out for round 5. We should be seeing the names of them any second now. I saw the players already sitting down. I think, yeah, there they are. We can see them now. They're ready to shuffle up, start their match. We have our lovely assistant running to get us the deck list. We will be having the names and the archetypes with you in just a second. Unfortunately, until that point, there is really not much to add. Black table looking slim as ever. Those guys getting comfortable, settling in for the long haul, maybe. Miracles mirror match. I hope this is not happening. Both are sitting at 4-0 though, so we should be seeing some skill and smooth tech. I'm looking forward to it. The longer the tournament goes, man, always the better the matches become. It's good stuff. Yesterday, Modern top 8, I hope everybody caught it. Really good plays. Unfortunately, a split in the final. I really wanted to see Mr. Bud Spencer take on the double draw Chris with the double last name. Grixis versus Red Green Ramp would have been pretty cool. Unfortunately, missed out on how he took out that second twin deck. There was a lot of confusion about how that should even be possible. The stories of yesteryear, or yesterday in that case. We're seeing some pile shuffling, interesting choice, doing 5 piles versus 8. Mainly 8 piles takes longer. Oh, this guy on the right also not the swiftest about it. Ooh, he looks like he's enjoying the warm-up ritual. I don't know about this. TBD just kind of has a smooth elegance about it. Knows that he's just going to get it done. Make sure those are those 5 piles of 12 cards each and that his deck is complete and that's it. Look at these riffle shuffles. He's randomizing the shit out of this deck. This other dude's still stuck in pile shuffling mode. That's why I'm saying, look at the riffle shuffles. I'm telling you guys, mathematically guaranteed pile of 60 cards to be completely random after 7 proper riffle shuffles. This one guy, finishes his pile shuffle, then gets in 10 riffle shuffles before the other guy is even done pile shuffling, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. This Christian deck super random right now. This other dude, both are Christian, I see this right now. This left Christian, super random, while the other guy still has basically this sort of distribution of a total random and non-random nature on the table. This match forever not starting still. To the annoyance of everyone. Like I'm saying, man, I really hope that if I ever fall into a coma, then I wake up a couple years later, I hope pile shuffling is banned. That's all I'm saying, man. And I'll be busy browsing the internet for a few days, but that'll be what I'll be looking for. Christian, definitely a huge favorite to win this matchup. This much we can say. TBD mirror match, I don't know about this. The chat's spamming the same thing right away. BPAF, 1 second too late. Yeah, bro. So, we're seeing here some Swords of Plowshares. I do believe that this could be Death and Taxes. I hope so, because otherwise it might be some miracle again. That'd be so lame. I think it... Do you know it is? Or you got inside info now? Christian Haug. Oh, a great guy. Good player. Death and Taxes, long-time deck loyalist. I think he's been running this for years. We should really see the lowdown on how this deck is supposed to perform now. Looking at the metagame breakdown, we can see that nobody is playing Death and Taxes almost. There's really only What? Hey, but... Yeah, playing against Christian Rank. Christian Rank definitely sitting on some Sinnbild der Zähigkeit. Oh, shit.
That's really meta.
Well, yeah, but I'm just wondering about this one particular card. What the hell is it?
Of Endurance. 6 mana gives all creatures hexproof, opposing creatures can't have hexproof.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, man, so Animate deck playing against Death and Taxes. I wonder how this is going to go out. The Death and Taxes deck probably will just be really reliant on that avatar of whatever, tenaciousness. It's archetype of endurance. There we go. I think I got it almost right. It was pretty nice. So he has this. This is sweet because again, when he gets that out, there is really nothing that can be done about this. Unfortunately, I'm still not seeing this Death and Taxes deck list. Apparently, there is 5 of them in the tournament. Here, Christian Haug has 3 Caracas. Christian Rank reanimating a legend will not be an issue. Christian Haug maybe even choosing to slow play the Caracas if he should draw it to goad Christian Rank into going for it. In the meantime, massaging with the Phyrexian Revoker, who no doubt named some sort of fetch land, I would guess. Or is there a cool target in Reanimator that you want to call it? Hapless Researcher. He can call Hapless Researcher, actually. If he realizes that this is a thing in his deck, he could call Lotus Petal. Oh yeah, he can, because this is non-land. He called Lotus Petal to slow down. Unlike Pithing Needle, there is a slight difference. It's almost the same effect, except that Pithing Needle, you can name land, but you can't shut down mana abilities. Whereas with Phyrexian Revoker, you cannot name land. So you cannot name Wasteland, for example. With Pithing Needle, you can. But with Revoker, you can also won't do anything. No, you actually can't. With Pithing Needle, you can name it. It won't keep the Wasteland from making colorless mana, but it will keep you from sacrificing it to destroy another non-basic land. Phyrexian Revoker, only non-land. You indeed cannot name a fetch land. There we go. Just what I was saying. Revoker, unable to name a land permanent, has to take non-land, but if he says something like Llanowar Elves, actually then the Llanowar Elves will not be able to produce mana anymore. Whereas if you named, for example, Heritage Druid with Pithing Needle, it wouldn't do anything. Phyrexian Revoker would shut it down. Anyway, Christian Rank. Trying to get something going. Exhuming here. Getting the... What was it? Is it like... Is it the archetype? Is it like... Actually getting the archetype, this is so unfortunate for Christian Haug. Did he naturally draw it? I don't see an Entomb. It was such luck to get it into the graveyard. Did he actually discard it in turn 1? I wonder how he ditched it. I think he did discard it in turn 1. Christian Haug trying to shut down Christian Rank. I don't know if he should have attacked. Okay. Now it makes way more sense. This archetype just will not be able to attack back. Flicker Wisp will keep soaring over him.
Skipped his land drop turn 2 to discard.
Skipped his to discard the... Okay, yeah. Indeed, he skipped his turn 2 land drop to discard this thing. To exhume it on turn 3. Actually, Reanimator, one of the decks that profits from being on the draw in this way. Almost could be a thing to draw first in some matchups just to use this. It is slow, but if you have the time, you don't need the discard outlet, which is great. It could actually be pretty cool against like Miracles, I guess. Particularly against the No Days version. Anyway, Christian Rank. Now, wondering what he could do. The good thing is he has the archetype now, so any other thing that he gets out now will stick. But it better be something that can contest those 3-1 flyers, because they're looking mighty scary right now. Griselbrand, of course, would do it. He would kind of just win right there, because Christian Haug, I don't think, can win against this archetype. Christian Rank, though, playset Griselbrand, is it anywhere to be found? This archetype of endurance, really the total key card in this matchup. Otherwise, Christian Haug very well set up to deal with all these kind of crazy reanimated legends. Has Forged also Plowshare has 3 Caracas. No problem at all. Unfortunately, though, archetype of endurance, the only card that blanks all of this. Etherling actually not being in Christian Rank's deck. But it's in the sideboard, indeed. That really is a sweet deck against Miracles. I'm liking it. He just discarded land and Lotus Petal. And beatdowns, I don't know. On the other hand, you can't really block because he will just reanimate it again. Yeah, I don't know about Keranos. This guy really does not have any Keranos. I don't think I would reanimate that ever against anyone. Seems so much better. Ederling just totally invincible if you don't have Prating Needle. This damage rate is so sick. Christian Rank, unfortunately, so lucky to find this archetype, but then nothing else, anything else almost would have done it. He can still like get Griselbrand and get it done, but the careful study discarding land and Lotus Pet is so sad. More Revoker, totally not going to do anything at all. I wonder if it would have been just more worthwhile to play out that Richard, like, oh, he has another land. He can still shut down one of Christian Rank's lands in the upkeep with Port, and that might do it. Those Flicker were so aggressive. Yeah, there is the other land. Upkeep, he is going to go for the Underground Sea, I'm sure of it. Yeah, which one is it going to be? Good question. Like I'm saying, the Glare is trying to hide it. Looking more like Tundra right now. Actually, Underground Sea, though, I believe, is going to totally be the target. I wonder how he can even think about this. Okay, so he does go for the Swamp? What the hell? Maybe it is Tundra? There is no way that there can be any advantage on this. Why would he choose to do this? This is just like, looks like basic mistake. Probably not really mattering. Yeah, there we go. Fuck it. He's just going to have to scoop it up anyway. But I wonder... Ah, no, actually it's pretty nice. If he shuts down the Swamp in the upkeep, then the dude can't brainstorm into like land, into like Swamp Exhume. Because then, or into like Island Exhume. Because then, if, like, let's say he had Brainstorm, that might be it. Like, really nice play in this situation if he thought this. Like, if Christian Rank had Brainstorm, Christian Haug could, if he tapped the Underground Sea, Rank Brainstorm in response, still have all the mana available, since he would need to Brainstorm anyway. Actually tapping the Swamp makes it so that Christian Rank has no way to use the mana in his upkeep, will actually be down 1 mana for this turn, and will not be able to play stuff like Brainstorm Exhume. He would be able to play something like Careful Study Reanimate if he wasn't so low on life. But that's really it. Christian Haug, I'm sure his heart dropped into his pants when he saw that 6-5 dude. But manages to just fly over it with the 3-1. Such a crazy game. You think in Legacy you would see all kinds of combo shit, and then it's just like the 3-1 flyer is too mighty for the format. It's like sealed deck almost. From the look of it, I like the style though. Death and Taxes just aimed on taking all the fun out of the format for anyone trying to do anything degenerate, just having the answer for everything, and then beating you with like the fairest stuff imaginable. Christian Rank playing 6-5 hexproof on turn 3 didn't even matter. No match for 3-1 flying parade. Christian Rank though in the sideboard now is gonna for sure come out with the massacre, I guess, and like probably Pithing Needle to shut down Caracas. Show and Tell might be coming in. Depending on what kind of graveyard hate he's anticipating. Looking at Christian Haug's list, we can see that he has 3 Rest in Peace, 1 Grafdigger's Cage. So like going the graveyard route, 1 Containment Priest also pretty sweet. Shut down even the Show and Tell version. Really, Christian Haug has all the answers. I don't know what Christian Rank will be able to pull out of his head to deal with this. Probably has to try to kind of transform into Show and Tell deck to at least dodge the graveyard hate. Hope that he can get... Although no, he needs such specific cards. He basically needs the 6-5 to be in play. And therefore, he's got to go the graveyard route. He's got to hope to just dodge all the removal. He is on the play now. So rest in peace, maybe not even mattering if he can just reanimate it on turn 2. Therefore, right now on the play, I would for sure go for this. And then you can still surprise him with the show and tell package in game 3. Right now, I would just be going... maybe I wouldn't even be going for Pithing Needle because there's also swords and everything. And there's going to be Containment Priest. You just need the 6/5 hexproof guy. He is your ticket to win. At the backup table, we have David Rabe playing ANT versus Fabian Molschewitz, who we saw in the previous round, playing Bug. Undefeated decks in round 5 playing against each other, as far as I can tell. It's like Rock Delver versus another deck of Death and Taxes. There's Nick Fit against Storm. There's Rock Delver versus Miracles. And finally, we have Dredge versus Maverick, which is good stuff. I like seeing those crazy decks coming in. Storm versus Burn, also pretty cool, pretty short and crispy affair, I would say. Doesn't take up a lot of screen time. Could definitely be something that we'll be going to as a primary match in one of the other rounds. Hopefully one of those guys will make it further through. Christian Haug in the meantime, just hating on this Reanimator, man. Reanimate, man, I'm telling you. You should just put all your eggs in one basket, go for the 6/5 hexproof guy, try to entomb it into the graveyard, reanimate before the graveyard removal can stick, and then just find the next dude as quickly as possible, bring it into play somehow, hope that it's not going to be rest in peace. On the other hand, oh fuck, maybe... Okay, maybe board Abrupt Decay now while you're on the play, so you can still take the rest in peace out, have a chance though, and then for game 3 switch to the show and tell package. That could be maybe a thing. It's really looking bad for Christian. That much I can tell you. He needs that 6/5. What? It's expert analysis, man. That's just how it is. Oh, for Christian Rank. Okay, yeah, whatever, man. For Reanimate, I'm just not going to refer to those guys by names anymore now. They're just now Reanimator with this Death and Taxes. That's what they are. Oh, what's that? Council's Judgment, I believe? So sick, the singer in Council's Judgment. The awesome answer against this hexproof guy. Christian Haug just has everything. Christian Rank, okay, Reanimate man, choosing to go with Pithing Needle, I believe. No doubt naming Caracas. Death and Taxes dude. Opening with Etherwile, yeah, what else? This really, in a deck like this with so many like 2 and 3 drops, Etherwile really just generates a ton of mana. If your curve is too low, like Etherwile is not even worth it. If your curve is too high, you will have like different casting costs and stuff, it will be clunky. You really need the like 2-drop and 3-drop galore deck to make the most out of Etherwile. And Christian Haug, oh man, he is gonna make so much mana with this card. Can also flash in like various hate creatures at the most inopportune moments. Can flash into Serra Avenger before it's his due date. Everything really neat about this Etherwile. Only thing that's a problem with it is it doesn't do anything by itself. It's just a mana source, pretty much. It has like a little more play to it than you know, like a land, but for the most part, it's not a threat. And we are seeing this right now. Unfortunately, Christian Haug has several like Reshad Import in his hand, can use these to tap down the Reanimate guy's mana, but it might not even matter because he has 2 on the table. If you can find like 1 more, everything is deck cost 2 pretty much. I don't think he should be on the show and top plan just yet. Seems pretty poised to just get a fatty going next turn. Christian Haug just passing the turn. I don't know why he doesn't he have port. He definitely has reached an port. Why didn't he choose to deny the mana? I don't know why double white would be more important right now. Anyway, Christian Rank, look at this 3 mana in Legacy. It's such a luxury to have this kind of decadent board. Can produce whatever he wants. Maybe he really is going for a show and tell just now. I couldn't get a good look at his hand yet. Hapless Researcher maybe getting in there for 1 damage. The beatdown is real. Oh, is it show and tell? Yeah, there it is. Of course it's gonna resolve. Christian Haug, what is he gonna put in? Containment Priest? Oh, he flashes it in response to the show and tell? Ah, that's why he didn't play the port. Now I get it. To not clue the opponent in on the fact that he had the Containment Priest. Such good play. If he just didn't tap anything in the upkeep, the jig would have been up. Like this, the Containment Priest, so sick. The Singleton from the sideboard. He did? Oh, how the hell did that happen? The dude just chose to put Griselbrand in and put it into the exile. He could have just not done anything. Is show and tell somehow mandatory? I don't even know.
You may choose to put something in because the hidden zombie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it can. There is cards like that. Anyway. That was just terrible. Why would he lay away his... This... Oh, God. This Reanimator dude. I don't even know, man. You really need to know about this. Just read the card when in doubt. Don't play the fancy Japanese version. I'm sending my lovely assistant out to check this out for us. But we are pretty sure that this actually... Now, hold on a second. Why don't we just ask the bot? He will tell us this. May put... There was no need to do it. Christian Rank just choosing to exile it for no reason. Christian Haug now with the Spirit of the Labyrinth kind of shutting down Hapless Researcher. Preventing the draw. Shall he sacrifice it in his turn? Yeah, Kane making me really eat my words now. What the heck is this? Maybe he was just so lucky. Reanimator just turned to the fatty boom boom every game. And that might explain it, but like right now, of all the choices that he can make, he really isn't picking the right ones. It is totally mandatory. Sir, would you please remove your Griselbrand? You should have said no thank you. Instead you said yes please and there you go now. I'm telling you guys, I believe there actually is a card like that though, where it makes you, the opponent, like the judge can come and look at your hand and see whether you actually really have nothing or no. But I don't know, maybe not. There for sure is a thing like that in Dominion. Maybe he's gonna reanimate it from the exile with like new Eldrazi card that I don't know about, whatever. Da können wir einfach hingehen und snacken oder was? Ist es echt noch übrig? Yeah, nice. Okay, man, so Abrupt Decay, okay. At least he gets rid of this for now. So that won't be an issue in future turns. Now he can actually reanimate stuff again, but he wishes he had that Griselbrand still. He'll be so pissed at himself when his friends tell him after the game. Or when he watches his stream. Stoneforge Mystic probably going to grab, I don't know, Batterskull? I mean, it could look, probably not, probably some sword. No? Okay. Probably going to grab Sword of Fire and Ice. Maybe GTA, I don't even know. At least he could play the GTA right now. So maybe he's going to choose to go for that. But he probably, like, still rather will port one of Christian Rank's lands in the upkeep now that he doesn't have any more Containment Priest to try to shut down any show and tell shenanigans. Christian Haug knowing by now that the Reanimator guy is willing to go all kinds of crazy with show and tell. And And I do mean all kinds.
Die Anmeldung für verschiedene Side-Events sind offen. Für zählen wir zurzeit von Modern 2 Spieler und für Draft noch 1 Spieler. Wer Lust hat, kann sich gerne anmelden bei der Side-Events.
Yeah, the Death in Texas guy is such an onslaught of disruption. Probably has even more answers in his hand. You really need expert play to maneuver this minefield of hate with any kind of deck susceptible to it. Unfortunately, Christian Rank doesn't seem to be the guy to convince us with his perfect play. Maybe pull this out. We know it's not 100%, but the way this is looking, Christian Rank really sitting on 2 cards in his hand. What is it? I wish I could see it. This guy just not letting us know what it is. Swords to Plowshares, even taking out the Hapless Researcher. Let's see if he sacrifices it. Because if he does, then he doesn't get to draw a card. So no, he just lets it go. Gains the 1 life. Apparently realizes that sacrificing it would defeat him due to the Spirit of the Labyrinth. I was going to say Vigilance totally not an optional ability. This guy actually has to stay untapped. You cannot tap it to attack. I have seen this in limited situations with Everybody Must Block type effects where actually you wish you could tap your guy to attack, but you cannot. You have to not tap it while attacking. Vigilance makes you do it. Not optional ability at all. You actually can call the judge for this, and if this happens to you too many times, you will like get game losses for this and stuff. So take note. Don't do it. And or call the judge all the time. I'm recommending you go with and. Oh yeah, maybe Brody just kind of is on the right track, and it could be that Rank just, for whatever reason, is inexperienced with this. As usual, you know, as much as I shit on the plays, I'm not really trying to say bad stuff about the players themselves. I'm only seeing the player as an, like, momentary avatar of themselves just now as they're sitting at this table, right? So if I say, okay, this Christian Rank is crap, I'm only meaning that in this particular